Yes, people, big up to everyone. Welcome back to episode number 2 of the new show that we have started on every single Friday of Chic TV, which I have titled The Stretford Chronicles, which is basically a weekly show that we do discuss everything Manchester United related that has gone on throughout the week. And there's been a lot of things that we haven't discussed so far in terms of transfers. So this episode is very transfer centric, I will say, but we're basically just going to give our thoughts about the Mainoo news to Chelsea, the whole idea of players being untouchable or some players being untouchable at Man United, like Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo. We're going to talk about Rashford to AC Milan, him speaking to different Italian clubs, of course. But then we've also heard today that Rashford to Arsenal could be a possibility. I've been doing this in every Arsenal fans stream, and I love it, and I will continue to do this. But yeah, we're going to discuss on that because it could actually be a possibility. And then there's a left wing back shortlist that we heard from Fabrizio much early on when Ruben did join, but we've heard about it again. And there's been some names that we have identified too, so we will get everyone's thoughts on that. And I'm not alone on this episode. This time again, and we already did the first one, which we did have Spooby and Taz on for the first episode too. So shout out to those two guys, and make sure you guys do subscribe to Taz's channel. But we have two guests, two people who have been on the channel before. First, let me introduce the first guest. He's been on the India T20 cricket watch alongs with myself, and he's been on some United streams as well too. But we do have to welcome man like a Kevin. What are you saying, bro? How you doing today? Welcome
Yeah,
back.
I'm good, bro.
And yeah, how's everything going?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. It's been a tough week, but we'll get through it. It is what it is. United does our heading, but we're here to talk. We're here to talk. We're here to talk.
No, 100%. Hopefully everything is good with you besides football as well. And also make sure you guys do subscribe to his channel too, AN Sports. The link is in the title and the link is in the description as well. So literally just grab your phone, or if you're on your tablet, just laptop, open up a second tab or open up a second tab on your phone and go to his channel, click the link and just hit a subscribe button real quick if you could do that. Also, don't forget to hit the like button on this video itself. And then let's also go ahead and introduce our second guest. Don't have to honestly say a lot. He's the absolute goat. Yeah, I get the absolute honor to be on his channel every now and then, and I also get the honor to have him on my channel every now and then too. But man, like Flawless, the boss, the gaffer, as I like to say, is here, man. How you doing, Flawless?
Yo, man, blessed for having me. Love for the intro as well, man. Appreciate
Of
it,
course, man.
appreciate it. So big up, man. Big up A Kevin as well, man. And
Yeah, bro.
looking forward to the show, man. Stretford Chronicles episode 2. Love that.
Yeah, man. Stretford Chronicles episode 2. But like A Kevin said, there's always a lot to always discuss about Man United. So Flawless, we'll actually start with you, and we'll kind of go around to everybody. We'll go to A Kevin as well. But thoughts about just after the Liverpool game? Of course, it wasn't a win, but it did kind of feel like a win in terms of the performance. We've seen all these other different teams around us losing itself. So even though we didn't play this week, it's kind of been like a happy week for us, I would say, right? In a
Yeah,
certain sense.
you mentioned it there, even though we didn't win, it was a win one just to stop the rot. That
Yeah.
was the main thing because you can't just continue to lose games. So number one, to stop the rot, and two, because the performance was so good, it dispelled so many myths. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's no improvement. Notice we ain't heard that since that game. I was
Yeah.
asked that question. People telling me where the improvements been, and there's too much results based analysis. Where if we would have lost that game, people would still be asking them questions, even if the performance was the same. I keep saying
Yeah.
this. Let's say Van Dijk scores at the end. People are not talking about the performance and how good it was. It's, oh, you lost again. So it dispelled a lot of myths in regards to Amarim and what he's doing. Also, the back three working, etc., etc. So super pleased with the performance. Obviously disappointed to not get the win, but that's also credit to the manager and the players. That
Yeah.
an Anfield draw, and I'm here saying we should have won the game. Disappointed not to get the win, but hopefully now it's just about kicking on and getting some consistency. But if these
Right.
players apply themselves, the tactics and instructions are clear,
Hmm.
clear as day. It's just about the players implementing them. That's
Yeah.
literally it.
I think also just to add, it kind of makes sense also why, like, and I can tell from that game too that we need signings for sure, because I look at that
Absolutely.
game and I'm like, if we had a couple of maybe different additions, different options in terms of who we have playing on the pitch, a winner could have been there for sure. And we complain about it all the time. That left hand side that we have in games is like non-existent, bro. And yeah, it's just the fact that, and I remember I was hearing Rance talk about this too. we've never really had a team where our right hand side has been more dominant. It's always normally been our left hand side, which we've produced like good talent from. We've had good players on our left hand side through the years, and I feel like we've always put more emphasis on the left hand side. But it's weird because now it's the absolute opposite, and
Yeah.
that argument itself that our right hand side is pretty good and we're just a left hand side away from more improvement and seeing maybe better performance. I feel like maybe Ineos have looked at that, and now we're getting all these different transfer news this week going into this Arsenal game, of course, on the weekend, about left wing back options, about just us being more proactive, getting a striker. A striker was also identified as well. Not the best pick, but Kolomoani has been the player that has been linked with us, and I've been hearing today too that I don't know how true it was, but they're saying that we're on that move. Like there's full interest from us. So and it's a loan move, is what I'm hearing as well.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just more so the point I was trying to make is that um, I feel I've been saying this for a while is that one or two additions, and I think it's the left wing back side can definitely make a much bigger difference, especially after seeing that performance against Liverpool and a performance against Man City as well that we had earlier on. We're just a couple of signings away, I think, from actually getting much better performances than what we're seeing right now. So my point is, yeah, um, we have to try to explore some deals, and we have, and I think that's me getting into the next topic. But real quick before we do that, hey Kevin, same question for you after the Liverpool game, of course, and your thoughts on the Liverpool performance too, because obviously we haven't heard from you. But yeah, what do you think? Signings away after seeing that performance? Do you think maybe the left hand
Yeah,
side striker? What is it for you? Who, yeah,
I think
your
if
position?
we had a world class number 9, we could have won that game.
Okay,
Because I'll be real, that Højlund chance that he should have taken in the first half,
had to score.
a proper striker finishes that on another day. I'll be real.
Yeah,
I think an Osimhen or a Gyökeres would take that chance all day, any day. Like you're 1-on-1 with the keeper. You've
big
got,
up to Taz.
you
Yeah,
know, we got Taz every time. He's on my show yesterday, so check it out, people. If you haven't done so.
definitely
Um,
check that out, people. Shout out to him. Yeah, go
yeah.
on.
So as I was saying, like if we had a proper striker in that position, we score, or at least test the keeper more. Because Højlund, you know what it is with Højlund? He can get into good positions, but he does not take his chances. People
Yeah.
say his finishing is the strongest attribute. I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. It's more his strength. He doesn't have that ability to be a fox in the box. He's not a fox in the box. We need someone who can score goals and provide us with a lot more up front. The output. There's no output going forward. Biggest side. The only guy that has proper output is Ahmad, and he's been our best player this season. And it's clear as day that we need someone on the left hand side and up top. So yeah, I hear it. And the Liverpool performance, I thought, you know what it is? We were unlucky not to come away with a win. Very unlucky, because I thought it was one of our best performances in a long time. I'll tell you what. On another day, we win that game. On another day, but I'll tell you what, Liverpool, I think they underestimated us a lot as well. Two things could win. We either could have played very well, or Liverpool could have underestimated us. Because Liverpool, going to this game, they'd be like, "Oh, United are 14, 13, whatever it is. Yeah, we're going to take it easy on them." They kind of disrespected us in a way, at the same time, like because Liverpool would have destroyed us. Liverpool would have just destroyed us. But you know what it is? We did well. We did well.
I was surprised myself. I
Same.
honestly didn't think I honestly thought going into that game we were going to lose. I just was more like keep it respectable, that it doesn't get to a point like that where
Same.
we've witnessed a loss like that a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's more so like we treated it kind of like a derby, and we turned up for that game and they didn't. Like they for moments didn't have control of the ball, which allowed us to get control at points. Mo Salah was quiet. Trent was having a terrible game. I think we nullified them in terms of that too. They had their chances as well. The McAllister one that they could have scored. But yeah, it was just more so I thought it was all effort. It was really just some players that we don't normally praise all the time actually had good games, like Bruno, like Dallo, like a bunch of other guys in the team too. So they actually had good games and they turned up. And it just goes to the fact that in all these other games that we've had so far, like the Bournemouth one, the Wolves one, the Newcastle one, had these players just played well or just shown us more in terms of their performance, it could have been a different thing. It could have been a different result. Dallo, like he wasn't that far off from what he normally shows us, but there were moments where he was getting better of Trent. And at the start of the
It was
game,
his
there was
best
that
game in a
moment.
long time. It was
Yeah,
his best game.
Oh,
there's that
that's his
moment.
best game at left wing back easily.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Easily.
Easily.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm just like, okay, so now if you guys actually do better in that in certain situations and have better decision making, this is what it leads to. And Bruno said it best, why can't we do this every single week? And that's a question to every single player, to be honest, not just him questioning the squad. That's something to him himself. Is that why can't you perform to those same levels week in, week out? Because that's what we basically criticize him for. But then yeah, like it's just more so um it, like I said, we would have been, like Flawless said too, it would have been, I think, 4 defeats in a row if we had lost that game. And yes, the fact that the whole world had us thinking that we were going to lose that game and we didn't,
Most, yeah.
I
Mhm.
definitely take a positive from it because of the performance. But it's like, I've been saying this too, I feel like we'll have a lot of these type of games. I mentioned this on your channel too, Flawless. Like we're gonna have a lot of type of games that we're not supposed to win, and we're not supposed to get a result, and we will get a result, and the consistency part of it just won't really be there. And that's why I think signings are important, because signings can change that. That adds more options in terms of the squad, and that adds more options to him, because then he can go out and identify pieces that he thinks the squad is missing, even though he might not rate like some of the current players. So that's really it for me, is we have to delve in the market, and if there's a possibility for a deal. And we've done this before in that Ten Hag season. We got a striker like Weghorst on loan. We have to explore those type of deals for sure, because I think we definitely need it for the latter course of the season. But we'll go to you, Flawless. Kolo Muani is a striker that we have been linked with. Your thoughts on that type of profile? Just him himself, or definitely. Do you think? I know what your answer is going to be.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
do
The
you think
profile
there's more
fits.
options?
That's why
Yeah,
you know me well. Like I have no issue with the profile. The issue
Yeah.
is Kolo Muani.
Cool.
That's my problem. That he's just not very good. I
Yeah.
think he's a poor striker. However, because Hoyland's so bad at this point, I'm at the where I'm like, just get anybody in. That's how bad
So
Hoyland is. He's not going to play Xerxes up top. So it seems that way, that Hoyland is his preferred 9 for whatever reason. Would I prefer Xerxes? Yes. The manager's not going to play Xerxes there, it seems. I don't see him changing his mind. So with me, it's like, get another striker in. Do I want Kolo Muani? No. Do I want him? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen that the loan deal would be with an obligation to buy. Terrible deal
so.
if we do that. No way should we be allowing a loan side who they need to get rid of him, I believe, to bring signings in. They've obviously been linked with Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
No option to buy. That's what it should be. How are you dictating to us and we're the A side of negotiations? The fact that we're looking at Kolo Muani, I think, is lazy on our part. Surely there's another striker we can go and get. So not over the moon about it, but just happy that it gives us another option aside from Hoyland. Because at least Kolo Muani had some pace and power to the side. But do I rate him? No. Am I thrilled about it? No. Not in the slightest.
Yeah, same. Hey, Kevin, what your thoughts? Kolo Muani, same thing.
I'm mixed about it, because you know what it is? If we can't get a striker in January, right? If we can't sign a striker in January, might as well try him alone for 6 months. But if it was with an obligation to buy, then I wouldn't want him. I don't want him full time. Like I don't want to sign him permanently.
Obligation to buy.
That's the only thing I have against the deal. If it's a 6-month loan deal and he's here for 6 months and he goes back to PSG, cool, I'm fine with it. Do you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Sign him. For a short-term deal, I don't mind it. But the biggest thing is, if there's an obligation to buy, then I wouldn't take the deal. So yeah, I think it's a poor deal if we do get them. Yeah, big up Eddie every time. Yeah, I don't.
Such a scene.
Sorry, what?
The last part. No, it's not my yacht. You know what I'm saying? This is my no. If it was, I would not be working as hard as I do. No, this is not mine, people. But it is very nice.
Yeah. Go on though. Hey, Kevin.
Sorry, that me out. He's such an Egypt. He'll be back. Go on, hey, Kevin. Carry on. He'll be back. Carry on, man.
Saying that, yeah, if it's a 6-month loan deal and we're gonna get him for a short term, I would take him. Just for 6 months, I'd be fine. But like I said, the obligation to buy is what kind of upsets me away, because I do not want a permanent deal, because we could go and get so many better strikers. I'll be real. We can go and get so many. We can get so much better. We can do the unrealistic route and go and get both Osimhen and Gyökeres if we have to. Like if we have to do it, just go get both. Really, we're Manchester United. We should attack the market. We should be attacking the market with the budget we have. Whatever sale we have, the PSR rule. I hope that PSR rules goes away soon because I'm sick of that PSR rule. By the way, I think it's bullshit.
Mhm.
I really think it's bullshit. Like, how are you being limited to spend the money that you put into the football club? Like, it's like telling somebody else to spend like how much of their own pocket money. Like you're controlling their pocket money. The owners can put in how much money they ever want, and you can spend that much. Like I find that rule absurd, and I just think just go and sign both Gyökeres and Osimhen if you have to. Like really and truly, like we can. If we had the money, we can do it. So I do that and call him money for 6 months for the rest of the year. If then sure, I don't mind it. We used to have Rooney, Chicharito, Welbeck, Berbatov. Mind you, we used to have four strikers that would bag you at least 20 goals a season.
Did have a lot of strikers.
At least. Chicharito off the bench would get you goals. Welbeck off the bench would get you goals. Berbatov and Rooney, that strike partnership was very underrated. Rooney Tevez used to get you goals. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be bummed if United go and sign 2 or 3 strikers and have Højlund and Xerxes together. Because United used to have so many strikers. So many. So what I do is I sign, if I had to do Colomani for 6 months, do it. But don't sign him on a permanent deal. That's all I'd say.
Yeah, I hear that too. What for me though, it's like one, I think there's better options even for a loan deal than Colomwani. I'm just being honest. Like there could be possibilities of a better deal for loan. I can't come up with any names right now, but I'm sure that if I called up Jez right now or if I called up Steve right now, they would tell me at least 3 or 4 names
yes,
that are better than Colomwani. And it's more so I feel like he's not just been linked to us, he's been linked to a bunch of other clubs, so it could also just be his agent trying to like find a move and find a place because PSG want him out, it's clear, and maybe he just wants to find his new destination, and they've told him that he's not part of plans. So it could be that, but the question really is that do we invest heavy into a striker this January, or do we loan one and then try to get the big signing in the summer? That's, I think, the biggest question, is that do we try to get a deal until the end of the season, which is why I agree with Flawless. We shouldn't do a loan to like obligation to buy, because he shouldn't be the answer that for our striking department. Like that's them saying that, okay, we'll get him right now in January, and then for a lesser fee we can just obligation to buy whatever. Cool, we'll keep him. He'll be our striker. That's what I don't think we should do. We should definitely try to get an option up until the end of the season, like a loan, just until the end of the season, and then try to go get a striker in the summer that Ruben can identify himself. The whatever strike, whether it's Gyökeres, whether it's Osimhen, whatever he identifies, go get, and then you splash the money then too, rather than right now when it's not likely for you to get one of those big names in January. So that's where I stand on it, in terms of the striker position. But yeah, we definitely do need one. But there has to be other profiles out there though. Randall Colomwani can't be the only name that's being thrown around in terms of the striking department. I'm still not over that World Cup final. I'm still not over it. It's because of him.
He's just not good. Even watching him for France in the Euros just gone. Watching him for PSG in the Champions League, he's so bad. He is not it.
The thing with him is
not just us that's been linked to go on.
He'll get goals. I feel like he'll get goals, right? Because of his profile, the pace and power, the tech. If he does have any tech to it, but it's more about the physicality, him bullying defenders, all that type of stuff. Cool, but it's more so like I think he'll get goals after like 50 chances. Like you give him 50 chances, and then he gets like maybe 10 goals, and then it's his goal conversion, which will be the issue. And that's kind of the thing with Kai Havertz too. Like Kai Havertz gets some goals, and he got them goals last season, but does he get them the goals when it really does matter? And that's really it. And I feel like we shouldn't get stuck with that and that type of situation where we're relying on those type of players. It's the same thing with Højlund. How many chances does he get? And then look how limited his game is when he doesn't really get chances to his feet, or he doesn't try to create goals for himself. I think we need a player who can create goals for himself. Someone like an Osimhen, someone like an Osimhen who has the technical ability, the physicality to create goals for himself, has the pace to run in behind, knows when to make the right runs, all of that type of stuff. Kaneki said it perfect. There's plenty of names. I can ask him right now too. He's also someone who's telling us about all these players years ago. There are plenty of names. It's just incompetency chic. Like United need an inside 10 and an 8, and we just watched Kakare, is that his name, go to Como for 4.2 million. So I don't even know who Kakura is, to be honest. But hey, if Kaneki's
There's
saying
players, yeah.
there's
Like
players. That's
Kaneki
what it
mentioned this. I probably butcher his name. The striker from Rennes called Kaliomendo. I think his name is. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sure he wouldn't be too expensive.
Yeah.
Try him if you could get him. Let's say he's 20 million, 30 million.
I think you
Good
said
deal.
this too before. Isn't we just try out that Cheeto Obi Martin guy?
Yes.
Play him in a couple of
Yeah.
games. Why not?
Yes.
What's the point of us hearing every week from Fabrizio? Oh, he scored 10 in a game. Oh, he just bagged another goal this week. Oh, he just did that. He did that. All right, then if he's ready, then he's ready. That's what you're basically telling me, is that he's ready to play. So then play him. Use that as an option as well. If we're not able to explore any type of deals, or Kolo Muani, like they're saying, is the only profile that we have, or the identification that we've had in terms of a player this January, then play him, man. I'd rather see him play over Kolo Muani, to be honest, at this point. But it is what it is. So that's the striker department. We've obviously got the left wing back shortlist, and there's been a couple of names, and I'll ask you guys who you guys basically prefer. There's been Kirkaz that we've been linked with for a while. There's obviously Patrick Dorgu, and then there was also Nuno Mendes from PSG. So we're another deal that we are trying to get a player again from PSG, Nuno Mendes. Flawless, your thoughts on those three different players that we've identified?
Obviously, watching Kirkaz in the Premier League seems like a good fullback. When I've been watching Bournemouth, they're having a good season. I'm not sure how much of a wing back he is, because obviously Bournemouth play a flat four. Yeah. So playing left back to playing left wing back, different, but he seems like he has the attributes to do so. Patrick Dorgu, heard about, someone Jez has mentioned, someone Steve's mentioned, someone's Kaneki's mentioned. He can play both as well. He can play left wing back and right wing back, which is a good thing. So I like the sound of that, even though I've not watched him. And then you mentioned Nuno Mendes, probably my preferred choice, because he seems like an actual wing back, Nuno Mendes. And when I've watched him at PSG, I've liked what I've seen. Again, he wants out. I think he would suit us down to a T. But what I like about the left wing backs we've been linked with, there's no one I'm against. It's not like it's a Kolo Muani thing, or we've been linked with Ben Chilwell or something like that. So I like the left wing backs. But out of the three names you mentioned, Nuno Mendes would be my big up African Cat K. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Run up the likes and make sure you do that and hit the subscribe.
Follow the channels too.
Nuno Mendes, would be my preferred choice out of the three, but more so that's just of what I've seen. But if we were to bring in any of the three, they better than anything we have. Just get them through the door, because all these links are for this month, correct?
Yeah, for this.
All these for right now. All right, yeah, because we need a left wing back.
Yeah, for both. Yeah.
Fairs. And I mentioned earlier too, like this was something that he identified, I think just a week or two in. Because I remember I heard a tweet from Fabrizio like much earlier on when Ruben did join, that there was a left wing back shortlist already created, and I think maybe that's something that he maybe looked before he joined the club and identified that we needed left backs. But anybody could identify that. You don't even have to be part of football to identify that we needed better players on our left hand side. Hey Kevin, same thing for you. Out of those three players, who is your preference in terms of profile, in terms of whatever you think it
I'm with Flawless on this one. I think Nuno Mendes is the right move, because I think he's just the perfect left wing back, going forward. He can bring the ball forward, he can track back, he does a lot. And you know what it is, I'm gonna say something a bit like controversial. When I watch Nuno Mendes play, he reminds me of a young Patrice Evra, in the sense of the way he goes forward with the ball, the way he moves with the ball, the way he brings the ball inside. That's what I like a lot about Nuno Mendes. When I watched him in the Champions League game, I can't remember which game it was, but there was one game that I watched him. It was the Champions League game. I think he reminds me so much of Patrice Evra, the way Patrice Evra used to cut inside with the ball, used to try and he was very one-footed, Patrice Evra. So that's what I liked about Nuno Mendes. Also, I'd like to give a few special mentions as well. Maybe Quenda from Sporting maybe is another option. Can play right wing back, can play left wing back as well maybe. Theo Hernandez, if it's a possibility, I would try going for Theo Hernandez. If there's a chance, there's some good options out there. Kirkis is also a decent shout, but another one we forgot to mention, Alvaro Fernandez. We have a buyback clause. We have a buyback clause for him as well. So we should get that one done. We should get that one done and over the line. We need to get that one done.
Bear in mind, we got the young wing back coming in as well. I don't know how much he's going to play in the summer. The guy from the guy from Paraguay. There's some Paraguayan wing back that we had signed. Is it De Leon? Is that his surname? But something him, like I don't know if that was done. I don't know if that was done before. Big up H. I don't know. I didn't know if that's. I don't know if that was done before Amarim or after Amarim's come in, but that's certainly an option. How much is he going to play? I don't know.
It was done during
That's
Amarim, so I think I reckon he's gonna join in January. I think so this month he'll join. I'm not sure if he's already.
I think it's summertime. It's summertime that deal. Yeah, summertime.
So yeah, that's an option for a first team as well. But I just bring back Alvaro Fernandez for now and see what works, because we could also do other deals as well for, like, let's say Nuno Mendes, Theo Hernandez, for example. You never know. These they're good options out there, and obviously, with United, we're going to be linked with a lot of players in the summer. When the transfer window starts, you see United as the first name on the list for, like, to be linked with this and that.
Always.
Yeah. So I reckon the deal, there'll be a lot of good deals, but we have to make we have to make smart decisions as well. We need to make some sales from left back, because, like, Luke Shaw is still here. Malacia, right. I don't know what we'll do with Malacia, because when Malacia plays this season, I thought he's not been bad.
Squad player, just keep him as a squad player. To be honest, will be fun. We didn't really spend too much money on him, did we? It was like 11 or 12 million. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like we just keep him as a squad player, to be honest. For the current situation. One thing I was gonna say though, the thing with Nuno Mendes is, yes, like, he's only 22 years old, but he has a very, very bad injury record, and that was last season. No, not last season. That was the 2 seasons ago. So for 22-23, because I've just opened it right here, he had a hamstring injury from May 1st till February 12th of 287 days. He was out.
That's a torn hamstring or something. Then,
torn hamstring. And then all season, basically, he missed 359 days because of injury. He missed 44 games because of injury that season. But that's why he was basically 20 years old, because he's not 22. Okay. So I was early on into his season. This season, I can't really see how much he's played, but that's all that I've heard around him is his injury record. That's the only concern. But I agree with you. Out of all of them, he's definitely the profile that fits in terms of what we're trying to play.
Who did you mention just now about the injury record?
Nuno Mendes from PSG. Yeah. But yeah, I think in terms of, again, profile wise, he is the right fit in terms of what we're trying to achieve. More so,
one sec.
Yeah, no worries. More so, again, it's just it's the question of what is his situation at PSG. Of course, are they trying to basically get him? Are they trying to sell him? Because if that's the case, you can try to get some sort of agreement. With that, the whole obligation to buy, you can do a loan deal up until the end of the season. That's where you can do, like, the obligation to buy. But again, we have to explore these type of deals, because that's another position that I think personally is very, very important. We have to get a left wing back in this January window. Yeah. If we want to try to get some sort of consistency going into the latter stages of the season, we still have a Europa League to compete for, which, if you want to agree or not, if we're going to win or not, that's fine. But we have to compete in it, and we still have to play games. So we need a left wing back. And I've been saying this improves us a lot more than what we're seeing right now. We don't have those last 3 games that we did before Liverpool, and the way that we lost, if we have a better left wing back and we have more attacking threat on that left-hand side. So that's really what it is. A couple of comments, so let me get to real quick. African Cat said Nuno is good going forward and good defensively. I don't know if he wants to leave League One, same as Hakimi. Don't know if you've seen it. They're trying to peddle Rashford to Barcelona on loan in January. Crazy. Rashford's getting passed around to everyone. Pause. It's crazy. It is what it is, though. Kotara is available for 7.4 million from Monaco. He's 20, can play right wing, right mid, left wing back, and left back. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Kaneki can sit here and identify profiles, then Ineos get paid massive money, and all these people that they've appointed get paid massive money to do all these type of things. Just take Kaneki instead, honestly. Not in here for too long, but I go watch us lose. But what's your score prediction Sunday? Oh yeah, I got you, bro. No problem. Score predictions, we'll do it. Me and Kevin, since we are here. I think we win in normal time, so I say 2-1 United. I think we win on Sunday.
Yeah, same. I said 2-1
United. I'm actually pretty confident for this game. I shouldn't be, because it might actually, it might bite me back later, but I'm confident for this game. And this is not just based off of this Arsenal result that we just saw against Newcastle. This is based off of us and how we played against them in the first time when we went to the Emirates. I look at Ruben definitely making improvements from that game, and I thought in that game we could have beaten them. It was 2 set piece goals and two
individual
mistakes.
errors.
two individual errors that led to those 2 goals, and that's why we ended up losing the way that we did. But anyways, yeah, that's my prediction. I say 2-1 United. Flawless, of course, is not here, but I think he said it on Back Again that it would be pens. That's what he said. But yeah, let's see what else. I'm not against.
We beat them in pens 2 years in a row in preseason as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm not against Mendes, but I get I can get United 4 players for 60 million. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying.
In today's market, it's very tough. It's very tough in today's market. If we were talking about market back in the day, I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
In this day and age, 60 million can get you like at least 2 players minimum.
One thing is like the market, and then the second thing is United in this market, because we also have our own type of tax where we just pay a stupid amount of money and then let them go for chump change. But it is what it is. Right now, I'm at a point where like some of the players, which we're gonna get into the next topic, is the outgoings. Some of the players that we have who are on like all these hefty contracts and all that type of stuff. Bro, it's come to a point for me where I don't care what return we get on them, just get them out. That's really just what it is. Even if someone pays 2 million for Marcus Rashford tomorrow, perfect. I ain't even going to question it. Just get him out, because technically even 2 million is in transfer fees is a profit for us in terms of Rashford.
Yeah, because we got him
from he's from our academy. So it's like, yes, the wages part is where we've messed up by giving him a hefty contract, and that's where we're gonna pay on. But yeah, other than that, get him to whichever team he needs to go to, man. Seriously, because it's clear that, and that's us going into the next topic, which is Marcus Rashford. It's clear that like he's not part of Ruben's plans. He's not going to be magically and hopefully, and there's no like love fest that's just going to bring Rashford back into the team. Whether we see him against on Sunday, I actually don't know, because there was very interesting comments from Ruben Amorim, which I'll bring up real quick. But they asked him something about that, and he was like, whether is he going to be in the lineup, you will find out on Sunday. That's pretty much like what he said, which I thought was pretty interesting, kind of sometimes suggesting that you might see him in the lineup. But overall point is that it's done. Like, he's going to Italy, speaking to different Italian clubs by himself. He's trying to force that move himself. So we go into the next topic, Kevin. Outgoings from our club. Looks like Marcus Rashford is one that's been identified for sure, that who's looking to leave maybe this January. And it looks like he will be the one to leave this January. Casemiro has been linked to Saudi, so he's also someone that looks like he might be on his way out. I'm trying to think of some other players who we have been linked with in terms of leaving. But yeah, your thoughts on that? Marcus Rashford, of course, leaving. There's been reports today that Arsenal have been also interested in some sort of deal. They're saying 20 million, 21 million, 22 million, something like that is the deal that they're basically exploring on. Yeah, your thoughts on Rashford, your thoughts on all the deals, same thing, pretty much.
Rashford, for me, I think is one we need to just get it done out of the way. Just get it. Just
Barcelona
get it
as well, I guess.
Yeah. That's one we just that's one that's been in the air for quite a while.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, big up. Because the thing is that rumor has been quite in the air for some time now. It's been in the air, so we don't know what's actually going to happen. Because Ruben's actually dropped Rashford for I don't know how many games. Like, he's not going to play. Even if Ruben brought him back into the squad, he didn't even play. He didn't get a single minute. So it just clearly tells you that the message is clear. Like, Rashford, he does not want Rashford, and Rashford does not. And Rashford, I don't know if he wants to be here, if he wants to leave, but Ruben doesn't want him. So that one needs to be done. I think we just get Rashford out of the way and let him go. I know there's a lot of the fan base love Rashford, and understandably so, because he's from Manchester. He's a Manchester lad.
Yeah.
Just like Man City fans, they love Phil Foden. So I'm not comparing these two players, but you know, because it's a local thing, right? So yeah, I'd say maybe you just get Rashford done. We need to sell him. I don't know who's been linked with him really. AC Milan apparently want him. AC Milan linked with him heavily. Barca, I don't see Barca signing Rashford, if I'm being honest with you. Do you know what would be funny it would be really funny if Barca signed Rashford? They probably won't even register him.
That actually is
they
so
probably
true.
won't
They
even
be able
register
to register him, especially with the wages that he's on. Yeah, that's why I'm like, Barcelona, I don't think so. Cat, it's not going to happen, bro. You're fine.
Bro,
African Cat. Or not African Cat, sorry. Stop making sense. He's a Barcelona. Yeah. It's not going to happen, bro. They won't be able to register him, for real.
They just managed to register Danny Olmo and Paul Victor.
They went to court like 3 times over that.
They have to do it.
Thing. Like,
and which is hilarious because like how he got away with playing so many games and not being registered is crazy.
Mhm.
Like Barcelona have to register players as well. It's mad. Their
Hey,
squad
who wears the number 10 shirt at Barcelona right now though? Wasn't it Ansu Fati who had it?
No, I think it's
So you're telling me it's
my
vacant right
my
now?
pal's a Barca fan.
Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me it's vacant?
Oh yeah, it is.
All right, man. Rashford.
Vacant at Barca, vacant at Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Word to Tony, man. The stars are aligning. The stars are
A
aligning.
lot of shirts are vacant for Rashford at different places, man. It's just his choice,
Facts.
whichever number he wants. It's
there's
really
a
up
lot
to
of
him.
there's a lot of players we need to let go of. I think Rashford needs to be Rashford number one off the list. One's number one. Number two, I can see Casemiro. I don't know. I don't know if it happens in January or the summer. I think it happens sooner rather than later. I think it
Casemiro.
happens in the summer because I don't know. The transfer window is open for Saudi because Saudi league has a different transfer window like period. I think if I'm not mistaken, their transfer window ends and starts different timing. So I'm not sure if it happens now or if it happens in the summer. But regardless, I see him going sooner. Like either this January or the summer, I see him going. So that's another one. That's another one. Casemiro goes.
Word to Tony, the stars have dimmed.
The stars have dimmed.
That's what he said about Arsenal. He said the stars are not
I'm
aligning.
trying to
The
find
stars
this
have
like
dimmed.
great picture since we are talking about Rashford to Barcelona. Oh, here it is. Because Jess tweeted this a long time ago. Let me show y'all. 1 second.
No, go on.
Here we
I'd love
go.
to see it.
You know Jez and the stuff that he be up to.
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah. So it's around Christmas time as well. So we're here for it, man. Stop making sense. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I'm sorry you have to witness this, but it is what it is. But Flawless, yeah, we'll go to you. Same thing. Marcus Rashford. I know we're sick and tired of talking about this guy. He just needs to leave in it. That's just what it is, right? He just needs to go, bro.
That's
Like, go
pretty
to
much
whichever
what it is.
team at this point, bro. Just go to whichever team at this point.
I'm with
Like,
it, man. Yeah, it's like game gone. I'm just happy that there's this many teams linked with him. He's going to move, and he's not our problem. The
Yeah.
icing on the cake would him be going to Arsenal. But if he happens to go
Shout
AC Milan, or he goes Juventus, or he goes, I didn't even know about the Barcelona links until you just told me. Cool.
Yeah.
I got no issues whatsoever. But just
Yeah.
make sure we get obligation to buy with the loan.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, preferably Arsenal. But if he goes AC, if he goes Juventus, don't really want to deal with Barcelona because they too. I don't know. You just mentioned it with the two players.
Stingy.
that
They're
just
weird.
managed to register.
They weird.
Now it's just the lack of money with them. It's a
Yeah.
finance thing. So yeah, I look at them and I go,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%. Zir says Rashford to Saudi, he's welcome, just not at Al Hilal. Let him and Casemiro join Ronaldo at Al Nasser, the frauds. I hear you, man. Hey, it is what it is. They can do their whole reunion and all that type of stuff there at Al Nasser. But yeah, I agree with you, bro. He needs to just leave at this point. And this is not even me saying like fuck Rashford or whatever.
No,
I hope he goes
that.
and I actually hope
Don't
he
be
goes
balls
and he
out.
plays well. And I've
Don't
been
be
saying
balls
this: if he
out.
goes to AC Milan, I might actually cop a Milan kit with Rashford at the back because I'm not gonna lie, that's fire. It is what him and Leao on the wings at Milan.
Milan are my team in Serie anyways, so
Like he
jeez.
just followed Leao too. I saw that on Twitter that he followed Leao on Instagram or whatever. So maybe he's
Cool.
suggesting that maybe he is going to Milan, but Leao and Rashford on the wings. I'm tuning in to AC Milan.
No. We get Leao, they get Rashford.
That works too.
I would
That's
took
fine.
Leao as a left winger, but not in a 10. You know what I'm saying? If you're still playing wingers, I hear
If we
it.
play
He's
wingers.
inside forward, so as a 10 it might work because he's an inside forward. So I think he can play on the left attacking midfield, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's just fallen off. When I've watched him
He
as
has
of late,
fallen
the
off.
past couple of
He
years,
played
he's
very
not
well
bad.
against Inter. He was excellent.
But did he play well against him? Okay.
You're actually right though, Casper. He doesn't get ahead of Pulisic currently.
Yeah, you know what?
Pulisic
That's an AC Milan problem, man. That's an AC Milan problem.
That's true. Rashford should go in Serie to hide from.
I think he'll do well over there. You know.
Yeah,
I think he'll do well over there.
I think
McTominay is balling out.
Bro, we've seen scrubs like go from here, like Lukaku, go from here to the Serie A and ball out and play well. So it's like him, yeah, he could go there. He could go there and do well too. We've actually seen a lot of players who go from the Premier League to Serie A do
Ashley Young.
in terms of that. Ashley Young did that. Darmian is still at Inter. When we let him go to Inter, bro just stayed there and he's been winning league titles like left and right with them. Sanchez, when he went there, even he was decent to a certain extent Alexis Sanchez when he left.
Mkhitaryan's playing very well there as well.
Mkhitaryan's still playing. It's crazy. He still plays for Inter. It's absolutely crazy how some of these guys are still playing in 2025, but it is what it is. But cool. That's Rashford. We'll go to another one, Mainoo, which I think has been definitely the topic about United fans and Chelsea fans for sure this week. Flawless, we'll go to you. Your thoughts on Mainoo. Obviously, he's some player that came through our academy. Last year was his breakout season. He's definitely found his way into the squad. He's definitely a type of player who I think deservedly should be playing because he is one of our better midfielders in this squad currently. Also someone who he's currently on a contract, just signed a contract last season, which I think maybe is he on 30K or like 25 to 30K, something like that, I'm guessing. But now it's been rumored that him to Chelsea is a possibility, or that his agent is asking for a bigger contract, or also there's been reports that now the likes of Garnacho and Mainoo are not considered untouchable. Also at Manchester United currently, some of our younger investments that you could say. So your thoughts on that? Just this whole motto that they're kind of going into with someone like Mainoo, who you and I both praise a lot.
Absolutely.
Untouchables. At Manchester United. So just your whole thoughts on that.
Because Mainoo's a quality operator, and Kevin mentioned earlier about the PSR ruling, and that's what the reports came out from Ornstein stating that what was the word in Manchester United would be reluctant to sell academy products. However, for suitable offers, they would be like, for suitable offers, they would sell. Like, so big up Jez. What are suitable offers? Like, that's what I want to know. Is a suitable offer for Garnacho the same as a suitable offer for Mainoo? What are the prices on these suitable offers? But Mainoo, would I be very disappointed at seeing him leave? Yes. Because he's one of the few players of quality we actually have in the side. So if we did let him go, especially if it wasn't a good deal, I'd be super disappointed. He's got till 2027/28, one of those 2 years left on his deal. So we're in no rush. Does he deserve an improvement on his deal? Yeah, I believe he's only on like 20 grand a week. Not sure what Diallo signed. Well, not sure. Diallo signed a new deal.
2030. His deal's till like 2030, but we don't have an option.
What was the price? What was the weekly? 120. So he'll be looking. So he'll be looking for more money. Mainoo. So it's like, I'm sure we will. He'll be an important part of what we have going on. I would love to see him play that left hand rather than playing from a deeper role in midfield. But don't want to see him leave. Would be bitterly disappointed to see him leave. But other than that, I'm not really worried about it, to be honest.
Yeah,
because I think our board know if they sold him, they'd have to sell him at a big price. Have to sell him at a big price.
Do you think this is kind of like? Do you think maybe this is kind of like a way of Ineos trying to tell the fans that we know that United have messed up in recruitment in the past in terms of giving out contracts to players, hefty contracts, or putting them on a lot of money? Do you think this whole statement of there are no like players like Mainoo and Garnacho, they're not considered untouchable at United, is kind of a shift into that direction where we're going to be a little bit careful with the contracts that we do give out, and it's like you really have to earn it in terms of that as well.
Without doubt, without question, you have to earn it without doubt. So and this ownership is paying for the sins of the last ownership because of how bad our recruitment is, because of how bad our wage structure is. That's why I don't put this on them. This ain't their fault. This ain't their fault that they're dealing with Mainoo and Garnacho trying to renew and get more money. Plus, their representatives are representing Mainoo. It's not in the best interest of Manchester United for Mainoo's agent. His best interest is Mainoo and trying to get his client the best possible deal. So I think we are seeing a shift, because this never would have happened under the previous ownership. They would have given Mainoo a big bumper new deal. They would have probably done the same with Diallo. They probably would have done the same with Garnacho. So I'm glad that nobody's safe. As much as I rate Mainoo, I'm glad no one should be untouchable. We've been terrible for the longest. No one should be ironclad, you can't be sold. As much as I rate Mainoo, it keeps everyone on their toes. Like Rashford being the biggest example of that. Who would have thought this? When at the day that Amorim took over, let's scratch that. The day Ten Hag got sacked, if someone would have told me, Rashford would be moved on in January, I would have been like, not a chance. So it goes to show you can. This whole myth I say all the time that you can't get rid of players. Nonsense. Even though Rashford's still a part of the Manchester United team, when he's not been a Manchester United player in a couple months now.
Yeah.
Even though he's still technically a part of the team, he ain't been here. So with the Mainoo, we're seeing a shift, and hopefully he just gets a new deal signed, extension, 2030, 2031, and then we move from there.
Yeah. Hey Kevin, same thing for you. The whole Mainoo news going to Chelsea and contract and all that.
I hope we don't lose him, But at the same time, no player should feel comfortable or should feel that they're safe at Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's Manchester United we're talking about, one of the biggest football clubs in the world. Sir Alex Ferguson moved on David Beckham. Sir Alex Ferguson moved on Roy Keane when they were not when they weren't right for the club
We
anymore.
just fell out. Yeah.
When they fell out with the club. Sir Alex Ferguson moved on a bunch of players when he needed to. So this whole idea of this player and that player is safe. The only player I find that is already confirmed as safe is Amad Diallo. That's one.
That's that
one
contract that they just signed. Yeah.
yeah.
To be honest, another one is there because it kind of just went under the radar. But Harry Maguire signed an extension. I'm pretty sure it has signed an extension as well. 1 year extension.
I think that once maybe it is a 1 year extension to maybe sell him in the summer because he goes on a free. If we lose him in the summer, he goes on a free. So I think it's maybe to sell him in the summer because
I actually think
we signed Eric Bailly.
Yeah, I think it's more so we're not getting rid of you could be right. Like maybe we are getting rid of him, and it's to eventually get rid of him. I think it's more so maybe we're for sure getting rid of Lindelof, which means that we're getting another center back, which tells you that they're going to probably go into either. I'm guessing it's going to be in the summer, and they're going to try to get another center back in the summer.
Do you know what it is, bro?
That's what I think from it. Yeah,
I think it might be another Eric Bailly situation because remember Eric Bailly had a 2-year trigger extension.
Mm-hmm.
And we sold him like a year later or something like that. Wan-Bissaka as well. We sold him a year after triggering his year extension. So triggering his year extension, we also triggered David De Gea's 1 year extension. Let's not forget this. Mm-hmm. So all these triggering 1 year extensions does not mean that they're gonna stay here beyond that. Right. Some might not. But what I think it might be is we might sell on Maguire to get profit now, rather lose him on a free next year. Also, like I said, Mainoo 200K a week. Look, if other clubs are offering him more money, that more than Manchester United are offering him, then bump it up to near around 200K. I wouldn't go as far as 200K, but I would go around just about before 200K because he's a young lad, right? And he's come up through the ranks. He's been very impressive as of late, but from what I'm seeing right now, nobody should be given a new contract in this period of time. Nobody, because right now we're in the worst position we could be in right now in the Premier League. Right, the contract situation should be done in the summer. That's when I feel the contract situation should be done. Unless you're going to be gone on a free, unless you're going to lose your player on a free, then that's when you pull the trigger. But what I think we should do is wait till the summer. Let this carry on to the summer, and then we'll discuss it from there. Because for me right now, it's a bit too early to discuss contract talks right now. Just let Mainoo do his thing on the pitch, and then we'll see what the situation is in the summer.
Every single time. Yeah, I actually didn't see this. Let me just bring this up real quick. But it looks like the Barcelona interest is real because Fabrizio tweeted
it. Is it serious?
Yeah. So they're saying that
What's he tweeted?
Yeah, he said that they've talked to him. So after Juve, AC Milan, and Borussia Dortmund, also Barcelona have been informed on conditions of Marcus Rashford loan deal. Initial direct contact took place this week between Barca and players camp. Same as all the other clubs. Early stages, no decision yet. So it looks like, yeah, they're part of the mix as well. Definitely.
I can tell you, AC Milan is legit.
How are they gonna get him through? They could barely register Olmo. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. Not genuinely.
It would be fun. Like I said, it'd be really funny if we sold him to Barca, and Barca can't register him. It would be funny, and you know what it is? We'd profit off Rashford as well because he came up from the academy. So yeah, it'd just be really funny if we sold Rashford for about let's just say like maybe 10 million, 15 million. Let's say about that. I'm not saying that's what he'll be sold for or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But if we sold it for that much, that's profit because we got him for free from the academy. So yeah, with all the money we've given him, with all the wage he demanded, I don't know, man. I just think it's profit. I think right now because how much is he earning per year? Like what?
Who?
Like Rashford. How much is he earning per year?
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. He earns like 300K a week. Like it's a lot. Couple million for sure. 100%. But yeah, it's like I said it earlier. It's like That's the thing. I'm like done even talking about how much money we can save, how much money we can like get back from these type of deals. It's just like we have to just otherwise we're never gonna get rid of them because we always get lost in these type of conversations about can we even sell them because which club is gonna pay all that type of money, all that type of stuff. Like I've been hearing that look at this, just this interest. Barcelona have inquired, knowing their bro club recently can't even register Almo. They're still inquiring about a player like Rashford. I also heard that AC Milan told him that they wanted to build attacks around him. They want to build a team around Rashford.
See,
Get
this
him
is
through.
talks, man.
So
So
this is what I'm
come get him a
saying. So
loan,
it's like,
obligation to buy, and we
take him,
good.
man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
We
all
good, we
for
good.
it. Like
Yeah,
if
man.
AC
I
Milan
think
telling
it's
me,
great business, man.
that's what I'm saying, bro. If AC Milan telling us that we think Rashford we can build our attack around him, I agree. I'm not sitting here disagreeing. I say, cool.
I agree,
Leao
man. I
hasn't
bet
been playing
Omar
well.
agrees as well, man.
I bet
Him
Omar,
to
yeah,
Barcelona,
exactly.
man. I bet Omar's in. Hey, Kevin, don't laugh. This is serious business, man. I know Omar is right now. Was jumped for joy at the
That
talks of
Marcus
Rashford
Rashford, yeah, bro.
alone,
He's
and they only
going
paying half his
to.
wages. You know what I'm saying?
Take
You
him.
don't even have to pay the whole
Facts,
thing.
man.
pals are Barca.
Your
150K.
can hold bench, man. Your
Bro,
can hold bench.
Yeah, man.
Rafinha on one side,
Oh, this is
Rafinha on the
crazy.
other.
My
You know what I'm
pals are
saying?
Barca fan. I talked to him.
Rafinha and Rashford. You know,
Yeah, man. Your can hold
he-
bench. Youngster can hold bench, man. Oh,
He
man,
hates
that's what
Rashford.
it is.
Bro.
yeah.
My pal's a Barca fan. He hates Rashford. He despises Rashford. But yeah, I don't know. Look, wherever he goes to, good luck to him. Like
good luck to him for real.
I really don't care.
Yeah.
He's 27 years old. He still has a lot to play for, and he wants to get into that England team. So good luck to you, man, Marcus. For real, I hope you do somehow make it into that England team.
Yeah.
100%, man.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing for real. You can still turn this around. You can turn all this criticism that you get, which I think is fair to be honest, but you can turn all this this negative thought around Marcus Rashford for the past like year or so around at your other club. Sancho kind of did it, even after all these things that were being said about him when he left and he went to Dortmund. He still turned things around and he actually had a successful season to his standards.
Champions League final,
and now he's playing at Chelsea all happy and shit. So it is what it is. You can do the same thing, bro. Arsenal is always there too. We didn't even mention them, but Arsenal is there too. If this deal with Milan doesn't work out, cool. If this deal with Barcelona doesn't work out, cool. You still have those guys.
You still got Juventus as well.
Yeah, Juventus too. So there's still a lot of
I doubt
possibilities.
Juve will go in for him though. I doubt Juve.
Yeah.
I think Milan might. I think Dortmund's a possibility, but Barca.
Didn't the tweet say Juventus as well?
Juventus, yeah. Juventus were initial.
Apparently, I saw something that Dortmund rejected him or something, or he rejected Dortmund or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I highly doubt Dortmund's a possibility, but I think AC Milan or Barcelona or Arsenal, like that three. Maybe even PSG still have a chance because PSG could offer him the wages. PSG had the money to offer to give Rashford. It's just do they want to pay the money that United want for him? That's the thing. It's up to PSG now. It's up to
they have the money out of everyone, to be honest, to do it. So work out some deal, man. Just like not Kolo Muani, of course, but Nuno Mendes. Just work some deal out. Rashford that way and Nuno Mendes this way, man. Just work something out.
Or Napoli. Or Napoli. We get Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah. Or Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's another one that's emerged out of nowhere, to be honest, for Liverpool and also for Chelsea. I'm hearing that there's been talks about him going to either of those clubs. But cool.
Chelsea
that is pretty much it in terms of that. Real quick though, we will close out because I need to close out under an hour. But that's it in terms of episode number 2. We did obviously talk about a lot of the transfer stuff. Marcus Rashford, Mainoo to Chelsea, the left wing back shortlist. Real quick, we'll just talk about this Arsenal game, flawless. Can we win this? Can we win this game? Can we win this in normal time? Looking at Arsenal and how they played against Newcastle, Arteta is going to be going up against a different type of football this game because it's not the same Carabao Cup type of football that they use. It's like, what's that brand called? MITRE. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Oh, Mitre.
Yeah, it's going to be the Mitre football. So do you think we have a chance with Mitre football going up to the Emirates?
True safe. If it was a Carabao Cup football, I'd pick us as favourites, comfortable 3-0 win if it was a Carabao Cup football because clearly they struggle. Arteta's onto something in regards to this game. Can we win? Yes. Do I see us winning in normal time? No. Extra time, maybe. I think we go through on penalties, but it's all about the team applying themselves. Yeah. Which Manchester United do we get? Do we get the Manchester United that turned up versus Liverpool, or do we get the Manchester United who turned up against Newcastle? That's the problem. He will rotate. Yeah, he's already made it perfectly clear. He will rotate 100%.
I think Bindier, he said, press conference,
don't be surprised
for sure.
If a Delete, Mazzarri, Agate, a Diallo, Mainoo don't play.
Yeah.
So if they don't start, he's gonna rotate. He let it be known where his thought process is when it comes to domestic cups with the Spurs game when we when we got knocked out to them in the Carabao Cup. So I expect to see changes. Am I happy about it? No, but that's the way the manager's going because we got a game on Wednesday and then a game on Thursday, and then a game on Sunday. So he's obviously stating, hey, the Premier League is the most important thing for me. So I expect to see rotation. But it's all about the team applying themselves. If they apply themselves, we got a shot. We got a chance. I'm saying if we apply ourselves. So do I think we go through? Yes. Penalties, I think 1-1 overall and then pens.
I honestly think we can win in normal time, but I say that just based off of when we played them last time, because obviously this is round 2 for him. This is the second test where he goes to the Emirates. Last game, I thought we could have gotten something from it for sure. It was just our lack of ability up front. Some of the changes that he made at the times that he made it, and also the lineup that we had going into that game was a little bit disappointing. But they scored 2 goals off of set pieces. We know that they're a set piece team. This is also something that we know going into this game. They won't have Bukayo Saka, even though we nullified him in that game, but they won't have him on that right hand side. Ethan Nwaneri is also someone who is missing for them too because he picked up an injury. And they also, even though I didn't want to mention it, they also haven't been playing well. Like we saw their attacking qualities going up front against Newcastle, even though Newcastle at times did invite them for certain attacks, but they were just missing chances. Odegaard was quiet. Kai Havertz was another one who missed that sitter. So I see all those type of things, and I feel like if we play that same type of if we kind of have a similar type of performance that we did the first time when we went against them, definitely we could do something from that game. Absolutely. We play a little bit, and I'm looking at our Liverpool performance too. Same thing. Diogo Dalot needs to have a similar performance like he did against Liverpool, against them. Bruno, same thing as well. Turn up in a big game for once. Like just turn up, man. No excuses. Turn up. And let's go through in the next round of the FA Cup because I think we can definitely beat them. This is the best time to beat them too, and we know their fan base is going to go crazy if we do actually knock them out of this FA Cup. Because so I feel like the pressure is on them more so on us going into that game. There's a massive pressure on them because their season can come to an end on Sunday. They don't win the Premier League. We don't think they do. Champions League, we don't think they do. So their season could genuinely come to an end. They're going to treat that game like a cup final, like genuinely. So we could all come crashing, and that's why I feel like they'll succumb to the pressure because we know Arteta under pressure cannot do shit. And I think that's why I think we can beat them 2-1. I said 2-1 in that game. So, hey, Kevin, same thing for you. Your thoughts going into that game?
Yeah, I was just saying the Arsenal played a full strength team in midweek, so that's one thing.
Look at AJ. AJ saying beat us. You guys sack Arteta with no doubt.
No,
without doubt. That's what I'm saying.
Let's just clarify. We could win the game 4-0. Arteta ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. You know why? Because you lot are still in the top 4 and the monies keep rolling in. He ain't going nowhere.
No, he is staying. Arteta is here to stay. And I was just gonna say,
people on Twitter were saying like, oh, he should go back to Everton because Everton sacked Sean Dyche. So they were like, go back to your boyhood club, go back to Everton or whatever. I just thought that was really funny. But yeah, go on, Kevin.
No, I was just saying that we have the thing is Arsenal played a full strength team in midweek, so that's one thing I'm looking at this game and I'm like, we have a chance because we rested a whole week for this game and they played a midweek game with a full strength team. So I don't know, could confidence be at all time low because Arsenal playing not playing so well right now?
Yeah.
Or could they just be like, we're up for this game more than they were up for the Newcastle game? I don't know, really. I think United will win. I reckon we'll beat Arsenal. It's more as if we can turn up how we did at Anfield and go for the win now. The one thing I don't want is extra time. That's not going to favor us in any way, shape, or form because we've got a midweek game against Southampton. Then we got Brighton at home right after. AJ, it's not. There's
it's one leg, so it'll be penalties if it goes. But I hear you. I get your point. He'll say 1-1 at Emirates and then penalties to United. I know what he's gonna say.
So as I was saying, like this game could be like this game could really define Manchester United's season as well. Because don't forget, we need to win this game if you want to win the FA Cup. Arsenal on 14, we're on 13 FA Cups. So if you want to win the FA Cup this year and equal Arsenal's record, we need to win this FA Cup this year. And beating Arsenal is the benchmark at the Emirates as well. So where I see it is, what I prefer is I do not want this game to go extra time because we've got a midweek game against Southampton and then we have Brighton at home. So it's gonna be a lot of tired legs going into the next 2 games. So a lot of rotation will definitely be needed. I still think we'll beat Southampton even with the rotated team. So that's one. But at the same time, Arsenal is one that we need to win. So I'd go completely because he's gonna play by India. He said by India starting for sure this weekend. So that's one I know who's on the team sheet already.
Yeah.
The back line, I think Malacia should start because how Malacia played against Arsenal last time. That's
he
one
locked
that will
up
work.
Saka. Yeah, he locked up Saka.
Yeah,
for real.
and who plays on the right wing, we'll see. But I think, we have to be wary of them at their attack because their attack on another given day can turn out, and our defense has been lackluster in the past. Set pieces, we've seen how poor our set pieces have been. So that's another one. And so ideally, I just want to win this game in normal time. Try not to get to extra time. If you get to extra time, don't go all out because the thing is, right, we need to be really careful about tired legs going into the next 2 games. I know Southampton should be a win, but Brighton at home is a tough game. It's a very tough game.
Oh yeah, Brighton.
We need to be very, very careful about fitness. So that's one. So like I said, that's another one that I'm worried about. So
Kevin, that's why I think he'll see the reasons you're mentioning. That's why I think he'll rotate. So even if it does go extra time,
he keeps that in mind. Yeah,
the key players would have only played a normal amount. Like I don't see Diallo, for example, getting on to 60, 65 minutes. So if it does go to extra time,
he's already playing by India. He's already playing by India on Sunday.
Yeah, he confirmed by India.
I already know he's going to rotate completely. So it's going to be similar to the Spurs game where he just completely rotates the back line, rotates a bit of the midfield and the attack. So yeah. I'll just get into my prediction. I'm going to go 2-1 United. I think we'll win in normal time. I hope we can.
I'm saying the same thing. I don't know. I'm actually genuinely flawless. I'm confident. I'm confident.
How are you guys so confident? Even with the rotation?
They just play.
Is it because Arsenal are not playing well?
A little bit of that, but more so, I'm confident with Ruben. This is me, obviously, just putting it out there. But I'm confident in my manager looking at the previous game and how we played them, and is okay. We react differently and we go into this game differently because I think he thinks from that game too that we could have gotten a result. Definitely. My
point is that they've played midweek game and they played a full strength team in that game because they couldn't play Saka in one area because they
didn't play a full strength team.
They played a full team and we've had a whole week rest, so that's why I'm looking into it. Maybe we can get at them, but at the same time, it's still a tough game regardless. Arsenal it's still gonna be. We have not won at the Emirates since 2019 in the FA Cup, so. The last time we played them, we won there in the FA Cup. So hopefully it's the same this time. But I don't know.
Y'all want to know a crazy stat? I saw this yesterday. I couldn't even believe it. Ten Hag hadn't won an away game at a Big Six ground. He had not won an away game. That was crazy. Never. I actually genuinely thought about it. In his first season, we went to Spurs. We drew
2-0 up.
We lost to Liverpool. We lost to City. We lost to Arsenal. We lost. We drew to Chelsea. We drew to Chelsea. Yeah.
Was that the Sancho Jorginho thing?
That was the Casemiro. Yeah, the Casemiro goal last.
Oh, the late Casemiro.
Right. Okay. Second season, we went to Spurs. We lost. We went to Arsenal. We lost. We went to Man City. We lost. We went to Liverpool. We drew. We went to who else am I missing? Am I missing anyone? We went to Chelsea. We lost. We went to Chelsea. We lost.
Oh, we lost the last couple minutes, wasn't it?
4-3. Yeah, Palmer scored. This season. We went to who else? Who did we go this season? We went to
City, we won.
To Ruben. We only went to Arsenal, City, and Anfield.
Yeah.
And we got a win for one of them. So that's crazy. Yeah,
he got 4 points from 9 against those three.
That's
a great return.
That's what I'm saying. So hey, man, people wanted to tell me that shit ain't different under Ten Hag and shit ain't different under Ruben Amorim. Yeah, all right, cool, whatever. And then Flawless was saying, I wanted to share this real quick. This is what they said about Rashford earlier. This was on December 16th. They said, as it stands, there are no suitors for Marcus Rashford due to his off-pitch behavior and mega salary. This was the same issue in the summer.
Send me the what's it called, man. Send me DM me that so I can.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm tweeting that.
Yeah, now. This is what they told us, Flawless. They told us that
again. This is why I say there is nobody that is unsellable. Sell for profit, sell for good money. Difficult to move on at times, yeah, but Rashford's proof of that. And Rashford's on mega money.
Big up to Casper for the super chat.
Big
I
up
think that
Casper,
is
man.
Swedish currency. So yeah, big up to you for the super chat every single time. And shout out to mums as well. Shout out to moms every single time. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, that's crazy. People, I'm telling y'all,
Wait, did
man.
you say shout out to moms? Is that your mom in the
Yeah,
chat?
it's mom. Yeah,
Oh
it's mom.
shit! Love
Yeah.
to Sheik's mom. For real, you're a queen.
Yeah,
Love that.
she's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
always in
Hey,
my
Much
shows
love.
dropping a
hey,
comment. Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? Love to
Shout out
see
to
your
mom.
mom in the chat. Yeah.
She
Shouts
knows
to
about
mom.
all
What
you
you said,
guys. She knows
yeah.
about all you guys. I tell her
Oh,
I'm doing a show
shouts,
with Flawless. I'm doing a show with him. She
shouts to
knows about all you
moms.
guys.
I
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
the surname. I was like, oh, you know what? Love that.
Appreciate
Mom's
that.
I
represented in
Appreciate
the
that.
chat. I like
Yeah,
that, man. I like that.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
us Indians be calling every other mom's auntie. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, auntie. Yeah, for real. 100%. No, but she's always the comment on my videos. She's always like in the chat and stuff, always putting
Love that,
comments for
man.
sure. So yeah, I
Shout
give
out
her,
to
yeah, man.
moms.
Shout out to moms every single time. But yeah, we're gonna end it off. That was pretty much the last thing that I wanted to discuss. So yeah, I appreciate everybody in the chat. Casper, my mom, AJ, African Cat, Manj, Jez, H. We got who else we got? Eddie was here earlier. Zier Talks, check him out. Of course, Stop Making Sense, fire name. Kaneki,
Stop making sense.
Stop Making Sense. Yeah, bro, seriously, that's his name. Stop Making Sense. New guy too, so appreciate him obviously showing up to the channel as of late and showing support. Sai, of course, absolute fraud. But yeah, big up to Sai every single time. But yeah, appreciate you guys as well, hey Kevin and Flawless for being on the second
big up,
episode
bro.
of the show. And yeah, before we do close out, Flawless, if you have anything coming up today, and obviously on the weekend we have the watch alongs and stuff like that, the playback, all of those things. I actually want to know myself so that I know your schedule today as well.
Big up, man. Big up for having me on the channel. It's been a minute
Yeah.
since I've been here, so I appreciate it. Shouts to Kevin. Make sure
Shout-
everyone here hit the like button, subscribe. Today
Yeah.
I've got coming up 11 p.m. The Gaslighter Extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? The guy
hater.
who wrote the guy you already know. The guy
I
who
know.
wrote the book on gaslighting. Vader's back. The Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, 11 p.m. UK time on the YouTube channel, and then following that, the Courtside Commentary podcast, the NBA podcast that's back. First time those two shows. That'll follow the United City show. That'll be 12:30 a.m. UK time. Saturday, what's going on Saturday? Saturday, the United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition. That'll be late on the Saturday. There might be a Q&A as well. There is FA Cup watch-alongs going on in the playback. I will not be there. I'm not going to lie. I will not be there, but Steve will be there. Jez is saying he'll be there. Yeah. Take that with a pinch of salt. He's doing the... What games is Steve doing? He's doing the Bristol City...
Oh,
what
just
is it? One
games
second.
that
Bristol
Steve
City
would do. Yeah.
Bristol. Yeah, he's doing Bristol City Wolves, and he's doing
Bristol City Wolves.
Yep,
Oh my
Bristol
goodness.
City Wolves and Reading versus Burnley. They're the two games he's doing. And then
Who did
Sunday you mentioned. Say again.
Who did Newcastle play this weekend?
Not in the FA Cup? I'm not
Not
even
sure.
sure. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I
don't
even know.
The games I just know are terrible. Yes, I will be doing about, and then Sunday I will do the Arsenal Manchester United game. And I've added the Madrid Barcelona game to that as well. So I will be doing that, and then obviously you'll get the Yardman show on the Sunday as well. But if you've missed anything I've said or you're unsure, just go to the YouTube channel and check out the upcoming live stream schedule, because all the shows are there. Same with the playback, the schedule's there, so you know all the shows that are coming up and at what time as well.
Yep, exactly that, people. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Flawless already, I don't know what you guys are doing. So definitely go check that out. Go check out his channel. Check out the playback, because we're always there. We're having bingo, making fun of Steve, making fun of Jez. I'm getting cooked. Everyone gets cooked there. So it's like,
facts.
Pull up. It's always fire. It's like Sarcasm City after hours, basically. But yeah, also another thing Flawless forgot to mention too, is that literally in a couple of hours we'll be on TJ's channel for American Idiot Show. We're gonna do the FA Cup preview for the Arsenal game, so we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be doing this all stream, and TJ's gonna hate it, and I will be doing this all stream because of the Arsenal Rashford links. So definitely check that out too, and subscribe to TJ Warren TV, and yeah, turn on the notification bell for him too, so that you don't miss that show. Same thing for you, Kevin. Obviously appreciate you being on the channel as well, and his link is in the description too, and it's in the title as well, along with along with Flawless. Same thing for you though. If you have anything coming up, I saw you were live with Taz yesterday, so show that. Definitely check that out, people in the chat, and shout out to Taz as well. But yeah, same thing for you, bro. Whatever you got coming up.
And big up Shig as well. He was my 110th subscriber as well, so big up as well, bro.
There you go.
Thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have shown me this past week. I know it's been a tough week, for me personally and my family, but yeah. Obviously, it's good that we all support each other through the tough times and the good times. So yeah, thank you for having me on, bro. Real talk. It's been really good talking to you, and
yeah,
big applause as well.
You already know.
And yeah, I'll be doing the Arsenal Man United preview in like literally 20 minutes. I'll be on with the I'll be on my on my channel. So yeah, definitely check me out. Tomorrow I'll be doing a new show, Australian Open preview on my channel. That will be one that I'll be previewing as well. Yeah, tennis as well. And obviously NFL preview, playoff preview. I'll be doing the shows as well. So make sure you guys check that out on my channel. I would love to get to 200 subs sooner rather than later. So if you guys, anyone in the chat, make sure you go and subscribe. My links are in the description of my channel, so make sure you guys go and check that out. Playback. I know some of you might have checked my playback out, and I'm not really. I couldn't really stream the game properly, the NBA games. I've only been able to check to show the scores. I've only discovered that, so apologies for that. If you've checked out my playback, and I've not really done much on there. I will try.
Send me your playback. I'll follow it as well, bro.
I'll definitely try and sort them out in the future, and yeah, I'll try and stream the games properly sooner rather than later. But yeah, Shake, thank you for having me on, bro. And
of course, bro.
I'll definitely have you guys on my channel real soon, man. Because we need to link up soon, man.
Definitely. Yeah. So since he did say in 20 minutes he will be going live, I'll redirect to you, bro. 100%.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Just find your channel real quick. Let's see. And sports.
Yeah, you like run up the likes and subscribe here, man. Run up the likes and subscribe here, people.
Like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. It's been a fun
Do you have the video set up on YouTube?
Hold on. I think so. Yeah, it is.
Can't see it.
Yeah, it is. It says FA Cup third round preview. That one.
FA.
But I don't have a thumbnail yet. I'm still trying to sort that one out.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm very new to this. I don't know how to do this.
It's all good. If you've got the YouTube link, drop the YouTube link and then you can search it out.
Yeah. Send me the YouTube link.
Drop the YouTube link in the private chat.
Drive it in the private chat.
Copy and paste it.
Yeah. But yeah, people, thanks to everyone, of course, obviously supporting the channel. In terms of me too, I don't have any stream. Actually, wait, I do have a stream tomorrow. I will be doing a preview tomorrow, which I will be having Tony on. How could I forget this? Tony will be on the channel tomorrow. I can't believe I forgot this, that's crazy. But I'm still trying to get the second panelist on for the Arsenal show, but it will be me and Spooby against Tony and another Arsenal fan. I'm trying to get Dio on the channel, so I'll just let you guys know. So it'll be Tony and Dio who might be on the channel tomorrow for the Arsenal preview. So definitely check that out. I think that will be, I can't remember anything right now, bro. I forgot what time it was. It'll be at like 6 p.m. UK. Yeah, I think it's at 6 p.m. UK. So definitely, check it out. Keep on notification bell so you'll know.
Exactly that.
I haven't set up the stream yet, but
I've sent you the link, bro. On private chat.
Private chat.
Not on here on Instagram because it's on
Instagram.
Yeah,
you're on your phone. I got you.
I can't leave the app. I'm on.
Big up to Tony every single time. I'm gonna try to sell like Rashford to him as well. You already know I will, and I know that will piss him off too, because he's someone who's actually.
We're like, how about that?
Marcus the Beast Rashford. That's what we're saying to him, man. That's what, Marcus.
He'll probably say something like Marcus the Man Mountain Rashford. You know what Tony's like, man. He'll say something like that. He'll say something Paul's-worthy like that. Yeah.
The Man Mountain, is that what you said?
Yeah. That's what he'll call him. Same way he called Mikel the Beast. You know what I'm saying?
Beast Moreno. Yeah,
the Beast.
Man like Mikel the Beast. Bloody hell.
Or I like to call him Sociedad's fourth best midfielder, but it is what it is.
I was gassing him up,
Yeah, man. Killer Kai. What did he say? Justice for Kai.
Yeah, man. Justice for Kai, man. That was hilarious, yo. Like I say, man, the only Kai I respect is if you got a monkey called Bubbles with him. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's the only Kai I respect.
Hey, Kevin, on your channel, you have to go into your settings and you have to like let accounts redirect to you because it's saying that you have to. It says redirect privilege is needed in order for me to redirect you.
Hold on, let me just.
No worries.
Let me just have a look.
Yeah, you like run up the likes, hit the subscribe button right here.
Are you doing a El Clasico watch along on Sunday?
Yes, I will be. Yeah. I'm gonna add that to the list.
Literally, it's like early.
Yeah, ours is 3 p.m. Theirs is not till 7.
Oh my god, I have to wake up.
Yeah, ours is 3 p.m. But what I'm gonna do is.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Take your time.
Where to do that?
I think I got you. I think if you go to.
Just gotta go to settings.
Yeah, or you might have to go to the settings for that video itself too.
Nah, you go to settings on your channel and then go to 1 second.
Which one is it? Casper, man. Justice for Killer Kai Havertz, man. Justice.
Can't remember. You go to settings and then you go to. Is it this?
He missed a Casper. He missed a chance because of the shape of the ball. Arteta was right.
Yeah,
Arteta was right.
hashtag
Epic
Arteta
ball
was
this
right.
weekend. Arteta, man, if you lose this weekend, you're probably gonna say FA Cup ball and different.
Bro, even as bad as Ten Hag is, he never
So,
said
yeah.
something foolish like that, and he said a bunch of foolish shit. Trust me.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said a bunch of foolish shit, but he never
Worse.
said something foolish.
Oh, so
like
you go to settings and then you go to community moderation,
Community moderation.
and then you click all channels can redirect to my content and save.
Hold on,
There you
where's settings on my channel? Yeah, and it
Yeah.
says
So community
general.
moderation.
It doesn't say community moderation on here.
Keep scrolling down. Leave permissions. It should say community moderation.
Okay, hold on.
No worries, bro.
No, I don't see. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I have
What
to go
does
to.
it say?
I think I have to go to YouTube Studio. Maybe I have to go there.
Yeah. Go to YouTube Studio. Yeah.
You go to YouTube Studio.
So it says permissions. Okay, and then it says community moderations. Yeah.
Yeah, all channels can redirect to my content.
All channels can redirect. And then I got you once.
Hey, Casper, that's an AO. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, Casper. That's how you know that you've been hanging around with us too
I need
much.
to get a soundboard with Flawless AO on there, bro.
Honestly, yeah.
Yo.
Honestly, yeah. Flawless, can you send me just like a voice note on WhatsApp one time?
Yeah,
Just using
100% if you got soundboard. Hey,
no, it's not even that. I'll convert it into a media file and then I'll just add it on StreamYard soundboard because they have a soundboard too. I have a couple of ones. I have a couple of ones right now. Let me see what I have.
I'll send a couple of AOs.
Oh, I have a good evening from Unai Emery. Let me turn the phone. One sec. Yeah, I do.
No, I don't.
Good evening.
No, it doesn't have the button. Button's not here. I can't. It says permissions and
emotional damage. Emotional.
Yeah. But I need one. I need one for AO.
Oh shit!
No, seriously. Bro. What is this? Oh, I have this one too. I have the Rock as well.
Where's the emotional damage from, yo? Where is that?
Wait, you haven't seen that meme?
Nah, what is it? Where's it from originally, though? That's what I want to know.
I don't know where is it from originally.
Emotional damage.
But it's like, yeah.
Emotional damage.
Where's that from, yo?
I just saw it on Twitter one time. It was just like a clip where, it was crazy. But
send me that. I need to start utilizing this soundboard.
Yeah, bro, I got you. If I have all these clips, I'll actually send it to you.
Emotional damage.
I got you, Kevin. I'm just 1 second. Let me find the link real quick. Did you already change the setting?
No, I can't.
I'm not able to.
I don't think I'm monetized. That's why. Maybe
that's
why.
No, it shouldn't be that because it should still allow you to do it. But it's all good. It's all good. I could show you like after the stream real quick.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, go. You guys, like I said, already just go to his channel, rate his channel real quick. Just straight from there. Just click the link on the title of this video, and his link's also in the description. He's gonna go live right after that. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you guys all for tuning in for the episode number 2 of the Shortlist Chronicles here with Flawless and with Kevin. We'll be back next week on Friday. I believe YG should be here Friday, so that Joker will be here talking about United and all that type of stuff, so you guys can hear him. And we'll have another guest as well, which I haven't patterned yet, but just keep a lookout. But yeah, big up to everyone. We'll catch you guys on TJ's channel along with myself and Flawless in literally, I'd say 2 hours or so. And we'll be back here on Sunday for a match reaction and then on Monday with the rest of the crooks for Mud Brothers. So big up to everyone. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Arteta.